The combination of Taylor Sheridan's love of raw Americana and soapy melodrama can lead to a limited mental shelf life. Special Ops. Lioness, a mashup of Catherine Bigelow's Zero Dark Thirties almost fascist righteousness, and Sheridan's Islamophobia in Sicario. Day of the Soldado has such a complicated storyline and is so politically cynical that little sticks. 8 episodes that condense the entirety of the Middle East into one overarchingly evil entity, a Zoe-Salda parenting plotline laced with pro-life propaganda, a group of CIA assassins whose swaggy assholishness is praised. It all fits with Sheridan's increasingly reactionary auteurism, and it all quickly faded from my memory. One scene in Lioness, nevertheless, has stuck with me more than a week after the conclusion. Gone is the illusion of order. Cruz, a former U.S. Marine who became a CIA Lioness agent, turns on Joe, her recruiter and handler, in the last moments of the episode, after she has killed a funder for terrorism. Cruz doesn't care that the CIA maintains that the individual paid for every terrorist act since September 11, since she is aware that the organization regularly spreads false information. She doesn't care about Joe's claim that Cruz has now saved lives, since she thinks all she actually altered were oil prices. Cruz thought that her mission after serving in Afghanistan and Pakistan was to protect the weak, but she is now certain that the American presence in the Middle East is still a mistake. Cruz's comment about her purpose, "All we did was make the next generation of terrorists," is still ringing around in my head, since it is inconsistent with the rest of Lioness. This honorable soldier understands that there are capitalist aspects to America's involvement in the Middle East that harm people on both sides, yet result in profits for shady businesses, and keep power in the hands of ingrained bureaucrats, right? Syriana is the goat of the subgenre, but I'll take whatever there is. Sheridan, who penned or co-penned all 8 Lioness episodes, was making a comment about the destructiveness of American interventionism and imperialism, when he noted that the cowboy shit guiding the CIA may often be counterproductive. Who knew he still possessed that level of complexity? Let the man who created the instant classic Hell or High Water out from beneath Sheridan's present outfit of a huge Stetson hat, a ridiculously elaborate belt buckle, and a fetishization of the American West. Cruz's admission is made all the more stunning by Lioness's repetition of other cliched and politically incorrect ideas, such sectarian rivals Iran and Saudi Arabia, putting an end to their decades-long rivalry in order to co-run a militia in Iraq. This sequence serves as the cruel low point of de Oliveira's increasingly terrified portrayal as Cruz, who spends the whole series locked in a state of confusion or brusque bitch mode. Cruz feels ethically stretched until this final encounter between handler and asset, which may have been done on purpose, because the Lioness program encourages interiority, and Joe wants Cruz to accept her commands without question. When Cruz accepts her pawn status in this mission, and the fact that terrorism occurring in the region doesn't exist in a vacuum, but in direct response to America's continued presence there, de Oliveira lets the character's exhaustion come through in her weary tone and gasping line delivery, the way she throws her body weight into punching Joe in the face, the way she crumples on the ground of the extraction ship that will take her back to an uncertain future. In the U.S., Lioness shifts Cruz's emotional and action scenes between certainty and uncertainty. De Oliveira's blend of resentment and resolution here is distinct, and its idiosyncrasy with her prior beliefs makes it feel more authentic, more significant, and more like Sheridan, using her to state what should be our takeaway about the effectiveness of American occupation. Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. You may like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more breakdowns if you like it. I appreciate your time and interest.